What if your closest friend was secretly planning to betray you? What if one decision in the dark changed everything forever? Stay with me till the end because this story of a camel and a jackal will surprise you. Deep inside the deserts of Arizona, near a lonely river surrounded by dry hills, lived a tall camel named Kareem. He was kind, strong, and trusted everyone. His best friend was a clever jackal named Jax. Every evening they sat beside the river and watched the sunset. "You are lucky," Jax said one day. "You are strong enough to cross the river. I wish I had your strength." Kareem smiled. "And I wish I had your intelligence." The jackal secretly grinned. Across the river stood a beautiful farm filled with sweet grapes, corn, and juicy melons. Nobody from the desert could reach it because the river was deep and dangerous. One evening Jax whispered, "Why don't we go there tonight? You can carry me on your back." Kareem hesitated. "The farmer may catch us." "He never comes at night," Jax replied. The moon rose high in the sky. The desert became silent. Kareem slowly entered the cold river while Jax sat comfortably on his back. Dark clouds covered the moon, and strange sounds echoed from the water. When they reached the farm, both animals began eating. Kareem quietly enjoyed the sweet melons. But suddenly Jax lifted his head toward the sky. "Awah! Awah!" The loud howl shattered the silence. Kareem became terrified. "Stop! The farmer will hear us." But Jax kept howling. Within seconds, lights appeared inside the farmhouse. Heavy footsteps approached. The farmer was coming. And Jax suddenly disappeared into the darkness. Kareem stood alone. The farmer's lantern cut through the darkness. Kareem froze beside the melon field. His heart pounded as the angry farmer rushed toward him carrying a thick wooden stick. "There you are, thief," the farmer shouted. Kareem tried to run, but his large body made him slow. The farmer struck him several times before he finally escaped toward the river. Meanwhile, Jax was hiding safely behind a pile of rocks, watching everything from a distance. When the farmer returned to his house, Jax quietly came out. "Oh, my friend," he said. "I was looking for you everywhere." Kareem stared at him. "Why did you howl?" Jax lowered his head. "It is my nature. Whenever I eat delicious food, I cannot control myself." Kareem remained silent, but deep inside, something had changed. For the first time, he began to doubt his friend. The cold river waited before them. "Please carry me back," Jax said. Kareem slowly stepped into the water. The moon reflected on the river's surface, and the current moved stronger than before. Halfway across the river, Jax relaxed. "We escaped," he laughed. Kareem looked down at the dark water. "My friend," he said calmly, "after eating and receiving punishment, I also have a habit." Jax became nervous. "What habit?" Kareem continued walking. "When I am hurt, I love to sit in the water." Jax's eyes widened. "No! Don't do that!" But Kareem slowly bent his knees. The river water rose higher. "Please, Kareem. I was joking." For several seconds, the jackal struggled to stay above the water. The strong current pushed him away from the camel. Kareem stood quietly. The jackal finally reached a rock near the shore and climbed onto it, completely soaked. He looked at Kareem with anger. "You will regret this." Kareem said nothing. But hidden behind the rocks, someone else had heard everything. Two shining eyes watched them from the darkness. And those eyes belonged to a dangerous hunter. The night grew colder. The river flowed quietly, but those glowing eyes behind the rocks never moved. Kareem felt something watching them. "Did you hear that?" he asked. Jax shook the water from his fur. "Probably the wind." But it was not the wind. From the darkness stepped a large mountain lion. His golden eyes shined under the moonlight, and his heavy footsteps echoed across the riverbank. The jackal froze. Kareem stepped backward. The lion smiled. I have been watching both of you. Jax quickly spoke. We are only travelers. No, the lion replied. I saw everything. One friend betrayed another, and another friend sought revenge. Silence filled the air. The lion moved closer. I am hungry, he said. And tonight one of you will become my dinner. Jax trembled with fear. Kareem's strong legs shook. The lion looked at the jackal first. Small and fast. Then he looked at the camel. Large and slow. The jackal suddenly had an idea. He whispered to the lion, the camel is much bigger. He will give you more food. Kareem looked at him in disbelief. Even now, Jax was willing to sacrifice his friend. The lion slowly approached Kareem. But before he could attack, a loud sound exploded across the valley. Bang! A hunter's gun echoed through the hills. The lion jumped back. Another shot rang out. The hunter from the nearby village was searching for predators. The lion quickly disappeared into the darkness. The hunter's lantern moved closer. Jax panicked. If he sees us, we are finished. Kareem looked at the frightened jackal. He remembered the farm, the betrayal, and the river. Jax lowered his head. I know I was wrong. Please help me one last time. The hunter's footsteps came closer. The lantern light reached the riverbank. And Kareem had to make a final decision. Would he save the friend who betrayed him twice? Or leave him alone in the darkness? The hunter's lantern grew brighter. His footsteps echoed across the riverbank as Kareem and Jax stood frozen in fear. The mountain lion had disappeared, but now a new danger was approaching. Jax's voice trembled. Please, Kareem. Don't leave me here. Kareem looked at the jackal. His mind was filled with painful memories. Jax had betrayed him at the farm. He had left him to face the angry farmer alone. He had even offered him to the lion to save himself. The hunter was only a few steps away. Kareem closed his eyes. Then he remembered something his father had once told him. A good heart should never become bad because of someone else's mistakes. He opened his eyes and lowered himself. Climb onto my back. Jax was shocked. After everything I did? Yes, Kareem replied. Because I refuse to become like you. The jackal climbed onto the camel, and Kareem quickly entered the river. The cold water rose around them as the hunter reached the shore. There they are, the hunter shouted. But Kareem continued walking. The strong current pushed against his legs, and the dark river seemed endless. Jax held tightly to the camel's neck. For the first time in his life, the jackal felt ashamed. When they finally reached the other side, the first light of morning appeared across the desert. Jax stepped down slowly. Tears filled his eyes. You saved me when I didn't deserve it. Kareem looked toward the rising sun. Trust is difficult to build and easy to destroy. Never betray the people who stand beside you. From that day forward, Jax changed completely. He became honest, loyal, and grateful. And throughout the desert, animals told the story of the camel who answered betrayal with wisdom instead of revenge. Moral of the story. True strength is not revenge. True strength is choosing kindness even when others choose betrayal. If this story touched your heart and taught you something valuable, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Hidden Chapters, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another powerful story. Until next time, remember, every hidden chapter carries a lesson waiting to be discovered.